Hello everyone, I am Maryam Papari, Director of Mir Observatory and National Astronomy Education Coordinator for Iran. Today I would like to talk about the teacher training program in Iran was held on November 21st to 22nd, 2024, especially for teachers from Pasargad in Fars province at the Dasghaib camp. We selected the teachers of Pasargad as participants in this training course because despite their great enthusiasm for learning astronomy, they unfortunately lack the necessary tools and resources such as solar telescopes, planetarium, and specialized astronomy instructors for teaching children. We decided to organize this course with the support of the IAU Office of Astronomy for Education in Pasargad. Learning about astronomy, planets, stars, telescopes, and the mystery of space can spark curiosity and enhance children's understanding of the world. Children often have many questions about planets, stars, galaxies, the movement of the moon, and more during their elementary school years. If we familiarize children with astronomy in elementary school, they will have sufficient knowledge in middle school to form astronomy clubs and engage in educational and promotional activities. Therefore, it is crucial for teachers to have adequate knowledge and information to answer students' questions. Accordingly, we decided to select our audience from among active and enthusiastic elementary school teachers and teach them how to teach astronomy to their students. One of our goals was to gather capable and interested teachers in astronomy from Pasargad. Teachers can encourage students to form astronomy groups and clubs. Moreover, teachers themselves can be guides and motivators for their students. When a teacher becomes familiar with the importance of astronomy within a school and educational system, they can plan better educational program for necessary training for students and also encourage their colleagues to engage in astronomy related activities. Therefore, teaching astronomy to elementary school teachers is of great importance. Another goal of the program was to emphasize the importance of teamwork, where teachers learned and built various tools through collaboration and participation. Since most teachers had not received a specialized training in astronomy, our aim was to familiarize them with basic concepts and principles of astronomy that they could pass on to their students. Our emphasis was on developing teaching skills so that teachers could employ various creative and engaging methods to teach astronomy concepts to children. Additionally, creating motivation and interest among teachers regarding the science of astronomy was one of our objectives, as well as enabling teachers to use educational tools such as telescopes, simulation software, and credible resources. We also aimed to stimulate curiosity among teachers, encouraging them to teach critical thinking and scientific methods regarding natural phenomena to their students. Astronomy doesn't have separate or specific textbook within the Iranian education system. Elementary school students are introduced to sundials in their science books and study topics such as the solar system, Earth's coordinates, phases of the moon, and some constellations. In high school science classes, they learn about the formation of seasons, solar eclipses, and lunar eclipses, gravity, types of the telescopes, and more. Throughout the course, participants received comprehensive training that covered a wide range of astronomical topics. They learned about the characteristics of each planet, the differences between planets and asteroids, as well as the stars, moons, and the asteroid belt. The sessions also explored the composition of planets, the classification of inner and outer planets, and the concept of the habitable zone. Teachers engaged in hands on activities, starting with building their own star planet moon system. First, they created a model of the Sun, Earth, and Moon, and then constructed another system featuring the Sun, Mars, and its two moons, Phobos and Deimos. The curriculum continued with lessons on the formation of seasons, equinoxes, and solstices, and the ancient Iranian festival connected to these astronomical events. Participants also observed demonstrations explaining the phases of the moon. A major part of program focused on using technology in astronomy education. Teachers become skilled in installing and using Stellarium software on mobile devices and their laptops. They learn to identify constellations visible from Iran, explored the zodiac, discussed light pollution, and studied ways to preserve the beauty of the dark sky. They practiced navigation using constellations such as Ursa Major and Cassiopeia. During solar observations, participants explored how solar telescopes work and studied the structure of the sun. They built a sundial customized for their latitude and designed an astronomical ruler for measuring distances between celestial objects. Through practical work, they gained a solid understanding of altitude and azimuth by building a simplified quadrant and horizon goniometer. They even created a sky map tailored to the latitude of Pasargad. In the planetarium, participants explored constellations, galaxies, nebulas, and planets. Night sky observations allow them to use different telescopes and eyepieces, navigate the sky, and observe objects like Saturn and the Orion Nebula and the Pleiades cluster. The course also emphasized creating models that demonstrate the apparent motion of the stars, the sun, and the moon across different seasons and latitudes. Teachers learned about seasonal variation in both hemispheres and the fascinating phenomena such as the midnight sun. They discovered which constellations are visible from different latitudes. For example, that Scorpius doesn't rise from the east at 30 degrees latitude, but rather from the southeast, setting in the southwest. Finally, to conclude the course, we organized a visit to Persepolis where participants explore the ancient site and learned about the role of astronomy in traditional Iranian architecture. There are many teachers and students in Iran who are eager to learn about astronomy but have limited access to resources. With proper annual planning, we can travel to some provinces lacking facilities to provide education to these students and teachers. Based on the positive feedback we received from teachers in Pasargad, we realized how significantly a teacher training course can impact the education and promotion of astronomy. After the Pasargad course, our colleagues in various cities and provinces across the country have requested to hold similar courses and are keen to have the teacher training program conducted in their towns and villages as well. If we plan accordingly, we can visit at least 7 to 8 provinces over the course of a year to educate them, and we will subsequently witness a remarkable increase in the participation of students and teachers in the field of astronomy. Teacher training program, because of its depth, effectiveness, and practical value, can truly serve as a foundation for developing astronomy in a village or even an entire town. This course builds a nationwide network of teachers who share the same level of training yet bring their own diverse experiences and perspectives. By exchanging their ideas and best practices, these teachers can strengthen both astronomy education and its promotion across the country. Each teacher reaches 20 to 30 students every year, meaning the potential impact grows exponentially. Beyond the classroom, passionate teachers can also engage their colleagues in astronomy related activities, organizing exhibitions of students, astronomical projects, hosting observation camps, arranging visits to observatories, and much more. Through these efforts, astronomy can gradually become an inspiring and accessible part of every student's learning journey. And thank you very much for your attention.